Hi, welcome to Google Expeditions Virtual Reality. I'm Cameron Weaver. I'm the Media Specialist at Rosman Elementary School in Transylvania County, North Carolina.
And I'm Lena Young, and I am a 7th grade social studies teacher at East Burke Middle School in Burke County, North Carolina.
So, Google Expeditions is an educational app. It allows students to see the world through an engaging and multisensory approach of virtual reality. The Expeditions provides immersive experiences and rare opportunities, all while broadening student perspectives. It takes your students to places a school bus could never go, so enjoy the tour and make sure to enjoy the students' reactions as they take this virtual field trip.
You could pick anywhere in the world that you'd want to go. Where would you want to go?
I would like to go to the moon.
Thailand, ancient Greece,
India, to Nigeria, my homeland.
One or maybe all of the 7 wonders of the world. When you explore different places, you have the chance to actually learn something new.
You want to be able to show the kids that there's something outside of your community that you could go to and learn from, and that there's other places you can visit.
Alright, so let's do our objective and we'll talk about the lesson for today.
We're going to take a field trip to Verona, Italy to see the place where Romeo and Juliet lived.
I'm going to take you on this field trip under the water.
Okay, you guys ready? Pick up your devices
And look in your cardboard.
What is that?
It allowed us to go somewhere we wouldn't normally be able to go. This is the Great Wall of China.
We got to see the place itself so we could actually understand what she was talking about.
How long would it take to walk the length of the Great Wall of China? So much more enriching than just showing them a picture or just having them read about it.
This device can actually make us go to places that we've never been before.
It brings the lesson to you, and you have to see it for yourself to believe it.
There's so much other places to see, so you know that it's never going to end.
Google Expeditions is for all subjects. We found a quote on the Google website for Expeditions, and it states, "Expeditions explore history, science, the arts, and the natural world. Whether you're roaming with dinosaurs or taking a look at Renaissance sculptures, there's something amazing to explore for every subject."
So here what you're seeing is an image of an actual Google Expeditions kit. This is the kit from Transylvania County Schools that was purchased. You can see the Pelican travel case that it is housed in. There's a router, a teacher tablet. You see the cell phones labeled in D through the center. There's 25 ViewMaster VR viewers on the left-hand side. And then down on the right you have the Port Rapid Charge, 26 charging cords, and 1 power strip.
So when using Google Expeditions, there's 2 ways to experience it. The first one is VR, which is virtual reality, and you need 3 things. Expeditions app. Second, you need a mobile device or a Chrome OS. And the third is optional. You can build or purchase a Google Cardboard. And there are over 900 VR expeditions available for your classroom to discover. The second way to experience Google Expeditions is through AR, which is augmented reality. And what you need to experience AR is first the Expeditions app. Second, you need a mobile device that supports with AR Core, which is Android, or AR Kit, which is iOS. And third is optional. You can use a selfie stick to help you float around the room through your augmented reality. And right now in Google Expeditions app, there are over 100 AR expeditions to explore.
So what you see here is an image of the tablet that teacher uses to direct and guide her students. It allows you to pause devices and annotate the screens. The explorers join the trip after the teacher starts it. They can explore on their own, or they can go through the guide of the teacher. It includes several scenes with focus and discussion questions, as you can see to the right in the white box on the tablet. And it has over 1,000 available expeditions. That includes the virtual and augmented reality expeditions. If you see the large circle in the image, that's the focal point where the teacher or librarian is focusing the children to look at through the rocks in space there. The small smiley faces are the patrons or students, and you can kind of tell which students are lagging or searching elsewhere and which students are closer to the focal point and directed where the teacher wants them to focus. They can look at many places on Earth. Obviously here they're looking in space, and you can also take adventures under the sea.
And we thought we'd divide our time up with our webinar and take a short, funny meme time. And it states, "I keep hitting the escape key, but I'm still here." And that's kind of what our students are experiencing, and it's what we experience on a daily basis, is where is the virtual reality when you need it? So how can Google Expeditions be used in the library? And there's 3 methods that we came up with, 3 ideas. You can visit the setting or settings of a story through virtual reality. An example would be the I Survived the Attack of September 11th in 2001. Students can visit the 9/11 Memorial and Museum through Google Expeditions. Secondly, they can visit places, animals, body systems, and more while learning the research process. Students can research giraffes and take virtual field trips to zoos and various natural habitats. And students can research different volcanoes and take virtual field trips to the volcano they learned about. And thirdly, they can incorporate various cultures into the library, visit locations of previously studied cultures and heritages.
So a local example of how Google Expeditions was used in the library was through Miss Justice. She's a librarian at Rosman Middle and High Schools, and she chose to collaborate with a teacher who had done a study on Europe, and she combined the National Geographic giant maps that she purchased through a grant along with the virtual reality Google Expeditions. And how she used that was had the students use the giant maps to first go to the different locations in Europe that had been studied. And once they had visited the maps, they then used the virtual reality goggles to look at those real-life locations, looking at the different scenes in those cities and the different architecture that was available there, and taking that actual virtual field trip.
So potential impacts for Google Expeditions. The impact for Google Expeditions creates a growth mindset for all users. They will grow to be active with the world around them. And President Barack Obama once stated in his State of the Union address in 2011, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." And Google Expeditions offers users an experience that young adults wouldn't have had before the internet age. And by using Google Expeditions, users get to explore worlds beyond our planet, deep within our oceans, and travel the world without leaving their school. Users expand their social skills by working collaboratively with one another to explore each expedition. Users discuss what they see as they dive deeper into the expedition. They can imagine being in that atmosphere through their VR or AR lens. With our ever-changing world, users can see the evolution of our environment and the possibilities for the future. So what Google Expeditions has to offer the educational environment? First, it's an immersive experience. Second, it's rare opportunities. Third, it's experiential learning. 4, it's multisensory learning. 5, it's active learning. 6, it's engaging. 7, versatile. 8, it builds empathy. 9, it broadens perspective. And 10, it's exposure to the future. And a bonus, students can be creators of VR content, as well as using free apps such as RoundMe, Google Street View Camera, and the Cardboard Camera. Side note, VR headsets are not recommended for students under the age of 7. Therefore, this kit is only approved for grades 3 and up. And if your students have a history of seizures, they should participate with open viewers.
So here is an example of some virtual reality. You can see here a roller coaster ride. This one is not as educational, but it gives you the real feel of what virtual reality has to offer. You can toggle at the top left to get different views through this virtual reality, a 360 view. Find yourself moving with the roller coaster in some cases. So that's one example. And here is Under the Sea, which is a little more educational. Again, just allows you to use that 360 view. You can go up and down, side to side, for that full experience.
So we found another meme, and we are both kids of the 90s, and they used to always warn us, don't sit too close to the TV or you'll damage your eyes. Well, boy, things have changed. Your eyes are your television now. And we survived that time period in life, so we believe that our students and today's kids will survive VR lenses. So if you're interested in building a kit for your media center or even your classroom, if you're still a teacher, we found a support link through Google, which if you visit the link, it's going to give you a price breakdown of different places in which you can purchase kits, such as Best Buy. And you can also build your own kit.
And here is just some additional resources. There's facts, answers, and questions that you may have that are fairly common when using Google Expeditions. So that would be a link here. A list of available expeditions, and these are also a part of our reference list. You can also just Google the list of available expeditions. And then there's the TES Google Expedition lesson plans that's already created lesson plans that you could use in your classroom or your library. And again, here are just our references that we obtained information from. And we hope that you enjoyed your tour of Google Expeditions.
Thank you.
Thank you.